Now, to the stunner story of the day. Yet another mishap for a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, and it happened again at Logan Airport in Boston. Let's get the latest from Boston from Alysha Palumbo from NECN. Alysha, thank you very much.
Absolutely, Larry. This is definitely surprising to have this happen 2 days in a row. It's the same airline, the same flight number, the same origin and destination, but two totally different planes and two totally different problems. Today what happened is the 787 was actually taxiing out on the runway when some of the fuel actually spilled out of the left fuel tank. A pilot behind the Dreamliner noticed the fuel spill and contacted officials. Emergency officials rushed out there. They were able to contain that fuel spill. In all, Massport officials tell us about 40 gallons of fuel spilled onto the runway. Now, that plane, because of the issues, was towed back to the gate. The passengers and crew deplaned from there. There were 189 people on board the plane. Mechanics were then put on board the plane. They inspected it and determined that the problem was most likely that the plane was overfueled or there was a transfer of fuel that was an issue. The flight actually was deemed to be safe, and the flight took off just after 4 p.m. Now, the issues that we saw yesterday was a 787 on the tarmac with no passengers. This was in between the flight that landed here and the next flight taking off. There's about 90 minutes in between, and as you might imagine, mechanics are on board that plane, cleaning crews on board that plane, and they detected some smoke. Now, NTSB is investigating. Fire crews responded and found fire in the electronics and equipment bay. The NTSB investigation is focused on the auxiliary power unit battery where the fire damage was centered. Now, aviation officials tell us that the fire is the more serious issue. Today's fuel spill, not as serious an issue, pretty common, and they do not believe that this will ground the Dreamliner fleet. Larry?
All right, many thanks to Alysha Palumbo. We appreciate the update.